you.
Who's a fluffy kitty?
So, I'm Terry. This is my daughter, Leah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Megan.
She's
Sydney.
15. And, I'm just going to help her get started because she's nervous. Even I'm freaking
Yeah,
nervous. Because I want to make sure that she speaks and that it's not confused for me being some, like, angry, like, ex-wife or something.
Okay.
But over the past year, she's been having a lot of issues with her dad. And she feels that they've escalated to a point where she's scared to be there with him. And now she's uncomfortable because of something that he recently did. So,
It's okay.
what? I know, I'm like so nervous. Like, we've never obviously done this before. So, it's kind of hard to know where to start. Like she told me earlier, she's like, I don't even know where to start because there's a lot of, like I said, the past year. Mm-hmm. But if you want to start off with the most recent things, and then you can add. Why are you laughing at me? I'm sorry. It's not a joke. She laughs when she's nervous.
It's all right. It's all right.
So
Yeah.
I'm
And I get nervous.
I'm just gonna sit down. You're free to sit down as well if you want to. So go ahead.
So what's the most recent thing that has you concerned?
So my dad has like a lot of anger issues, and like sometimes he doesn't know what to do, and so like the other day he went to give me money for one of my track meets, and like obviously I had like a free hand open. There was a counter right next to us, and instead of just giving me the money or like putting it in the counter, he went to take the money and he went to like stick it down like the bra of my and I had like slapped his hand away and I yelled at him to stop.
Okay. Did he stop after that? Did he keep doing it?
Well, I like slapped his hand away, so
Okay.
he kind of just like threw it on the counter and I just grabbed it.
Anything else that's concerning that's happened in the past?
So, like, he's very I'd say he has like very big anger issues. Like when he gets mad at me, he'll tend to like get very close in my face, and I'll be like cornered in like the corner of like a part of my room, to where like, and he'll like get like right in my face, like I can like, and he's just very aggressive. Like the other day, I repeated something he said, and he didn't like the way it sounded, but it was exactly what he had said, and he was like, pardon my language, he was like, and he like looked at me and he took it and he was like, if you ever fucking say that shit again, or like say that came out of my mouth, I will fucking come at you or like come for you. And he'll
you said.
Like an adult, and he'll like do stuff like that, and he'll just like scream, and like he'll like call me like a bitch. And I remember this one time he called me like the C word, but that was only once. And like in the mornings he knows like what time I get up and stuff like that, and like he'll like leave his door like wide open in case he hears anybody, but like here's the bathroom, here's his bedroom, and like through like the mirror of the bathroom like you can see his bed, and obviously the bathroom light was on, so like that showed him that I was awake. And I always close his door in the mornings because I like to start the dryer for my clothes, and I'll see him like and like with his girlfriend, like there was this one time she came over, she even closed the bathroom door, and I went to walk in to brush my teeth. Like I said, like the bathroom light was already on, so she knew I was awake, and she was just sitting there completely like naked. And whenever they like I have to sleep on the couch at her house, I haven't gone there in like quite a while because I try to avoid going there. They will like be very intimate and very loudly, and whenever I'll tell him about it and how I'm uncomfortable, he'll like scream at me and get in my face, and he's just very aggressive.
We were living in Seneca Falls, and it was joint custody, and I was in a bad relationship as well. So one night everything had come to a head. Her and me were scared. We wanted to get out of the house. We did. He threatened that like if you leave, I'm gonna call the cops on you. Just one of those very narcissistic, controlling, and he'd like thrown me into a counter before. So I
This
really
is boyfriend right now.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
boyfriend. Yeah.
So
Inevitably, she was 13 at the time. We got pulled over, and everything seemed okay. And then they'd asked me if I had anything to drink, and it was like 3 hours prior to that. When I was grilling, I had some Red's Apple Ales. So then they wanted to do field sobriety, and because I have neuropathy and whatnot, I told them I can't pass. Like, they didn't ask me anything about myself. So, long story short, I got arrested for DUI. Never been in trouble in my life before. And because she's 13, it was Leander's Law.
Yep.
It did get removed. But because he lived here in Yates County and I was in Seneca County, when this happened, they let Yates County take over. So, of course, CPS was involved, and throughout the course of that, she had tried lots of times. She had a law guardian appointed to her. She had a caseworker, which she really didn't like, and they kept dragging things out. So currently, the way the custody is, it's joint, but I'm not allowed to drive with her in my car unless he gives us permission.
Okay.
And I have an interlock, and they won't let her spend the night here.
Okay.
So it's a little complicated. And actually, on Monday, I go to get cleared from FLACRA. Like, there's a lot that went on. I'm going to get cleared from FLACRA, and the courts said as soon as we have that, you can file back for your original custody or whatever it is that you want, so on and so forth. So that's coming up. But when I picked her up yesterday, she just was like a hot mess. Like I'd never really seen her kind of be like that before. But, I mean, there's so much to tell. I don't know if you want me to help you with it. Like I said, I don't want to speak
It's one of
for
those
you.
things where, because he's been like this for like a year. There's a teacher's aide that I've been very close with, and I've kind of talked to her about it, and I told her how like I didn't want to stay there, and she doesn't think it sounds right.
Yeah.
And we kind of like waited because I didn't know, given like thing, and now that he's like putting his hands down her shirt, it's all been like very like telling her she's worthless and all this stuff, and she's now saying that like she can't even focus in school. Like she called me crying just from track practice yesterday because after what he did on Tuesday, she was just like just distraught. Like she can't focus in school, she says. And tell me when to stop. I'm just trying to help you because again, like I don't want this to be my story. It's not my story.
I'm not stopping because you're not like you're accurate.
But she's like calling me all the time. All she's doing is crying and sleeping, and she's exhausted. And I don't know. Like I said, there's just so much to tell. And when we were going through family court and whatnot, the caseworker, she tried to talk to him about, things that were going on, but like her dad was always like hanging out when they were talking. Like they only came here a couple times this year,
and he would like secretly crack open his door
to like listen and hear what was
Right.
Like I would like try to like lower my voice, but I'm like I have a very soft voice some of the time, so then when I try to like raise it, like you can hear it very clearly, and I didn't know how to like.
Right. So like she felt like she was holding back to a degree because she knew there was this one time she explained a very detailed, like aggressive, mean story. I can't remember exactly the contents of it. So she was able to tell the caseworker and like in its full entirety. So then the caseworker takes dad outside to have a conversation about what she said. And then caseworker does nothing. Dad comes in, starts screaming at her and threatening her that if she ever tells anyone this or that again, then he's gonna kick the shit out of her. But like that's what he does is he ends up scaring her to the point where she doesn't want to talk to anybody.
And like I said, like he'll get in my face and I'll be like cornered in the room and like I can't move. And like sometimes like when I'm not cornered quite yet, I'll like back up and he'll like keep moving more towards me and getting in my face. And I remember one time like I didn't know what to do. So I like had like obviously like I kind of like I hid my hands in my sweatshirt, but I kind of clenched them because I didn't know what he was gonna do. And he had looked at me and he looked down at my hands and he looked back up at me and he said, "If you want to fight, we'll take it like real people," acting like he would like fight me or whatever. Right.
Like he's got like a wicked short fuse. I mean, this isn't what I experienced when we were married years ago. So but it seems like he's got this like crazy short fuse, and I don't know where it's coming from, but it's like even if she looks at him wrong, he's, she's sending me snap messages about, what he did or what he didn't do, and for whatever reason, he repeatedly likes to walk in on her when she's naked in her bedroom, even though she's telling him that she's getting dressed. So this past weekend, me and my mom kind of like collabed and got her out of there for a good 3 or 4 days, and she was totally different and happy and having a great time. Then the minute she goes back to him, you know, so we had I'm sorry.
You're okay.
I'm not trying to take this away
No, it's
from
okay.
you.
Because we had called my uncle, her brother, who's the chief of Canandaigua, and he had even said that it was that we should call him.
Yeah, because I didn't really know, like, and this was before the, like, going down her shirt thing, like, we don't feel that he was trying to do away, but his anchor is, like, so, yeah, like, he's just not even thinking, so now he's making impulsive choices to go down your daughter's shirt. Like, she's not a stripper, she's your kid. Like, you don't put money down her shirt. So I wasn't sure, like, with, like, his open, just what she's being exposed to. I called my brother, because, well, she actually wanted to talk to him. So her and him talked, and he said, yeah, you know, that's not right. You guys should call, you know, just, he said, he's like, you know, of course, I'm, you know, Canandaigua, and that's Yates County, so I don't know exactly how they will do what they do. He said, but if you just call the police station and tell them that, you know, you have a child that wants to speak to them about some stuff. So we kind of sat on it for the weekend because things seemed to be okay because she was with me and my mom. And then Tuesday came, and I was like, well, Jesus, you know, I'm a registered nurse, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm supposed to be a mandated reporter for other people. So, like, I kept asking her what she wanted to do. She was, like, going back and forth from feeling bad about, like, you know, what the outcome could be for her dad. But, I was like, Lee, at this point, I'm just going to take control. I'm like, I'm going to make a decision, and she was fine with it. She said, I don't think she wanted to actually, like, pull the trigger.
Do you not spot?
It's just, like, share.
Share, like, giving something?
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't want to get her really involved, though.
Because, like, I don't think, like, that whole, like, me walking in, like, because, like, the door was wide open, she should have closed it, but my dad still should have been, like, you know, my kid's here, like, put some, she could have at least thrown on a t-shirt or something.
Right. So just kind of, so when are you supposed to go back to stay with Dad? Tonight?
8:30 to 9.
8:30.
Okay. And you do or don't feel comfortable there? Not, like, do you think anything would happen tonight if you were to go back, or?
And that's like the tricky part, because
you're not sure?
It's, you never know what's going to happen.
And especially if people show up talking to him.
And I'm there, like, it's not going to help.
It's not going to end well.
Right.
Because he's gonna give his way through, and then, like, let's say, like, you guys show up, and then he gives his way through, and he leaves, and then he comes upstairs, it's like, I'm done for.
Yeah, and so one of her biggest things is, like, she feels like no one believes her and no one's listening because, you know, we did go through the family court stuff, and the caseworker was not speaking on her actual true feelings, and even the law guardian. Like, she went on a rampage one night with the law guardian, and I always remove myself because I don't want to be in it. But we were in the car, so I could hear what she was saying. And the next day we show up to court, and she literally stands up and says, "Oh, Leah's happy. Everything's fine. She like she's participating in school, and she's very comfortable with her current situation." And it had, like, something to do with in regards to, like, just, like, where she should be between the two of us. Like, the lady flat out lied. So our experience, unfortunately, with the Yates County CPS system has failed her immensely.
Do you know who the judge was the last time you went to family court?
I don't remember.
I had never been to the family court.
She wasn't allowed, but she wanted to go and speak for herself.
Because, like, I wanted to, I can't, like, he's just so scary.
Yeah.
And CPS kept saying, no, she can't go, but she choose where she wants to be.
Okay. So it sounds like there could potentially be some charges for Dad. I mean, it sounds like he's endangering your mental and emotional well-being, from what you've told me. So that could potentially be an endangering of the welfare endangering the welfare of a child charge. Harassment for, subjecting you to physical contact without your, say so. Whether it's, pushing, punching, or pushing his hand down your shirt, it's unwanted physical contact, so you can have a harassment there, which is just a violation. Endangering the welfare would be a misdemeanor charge. I mean, we can gladly get a statement from you and get all this stuff, or we can talk to our investigators and see if there's any sort of. I don't think there would be any sort of like sexual contact charges, just because usually you have to have some sort of like pleasure out of it. So like he has to like do it for gratification of himself or yourself or whatever that is. So the charges for any charges wouldn't really fit just from the little you've told me, and I can think off the top of my head.
Yeah, because there wasn't a sense of that it was on a.
And that's what I'm getting from you. It doesn't sound more of uncomfortable for you, and no matter how much you talk to Dad, he's not changing his ways. He keeps doing the same things. Am I getting that correct? Okay. I don't know if you would be willing to talk to like a child advocacy person.
I don't know what that is.
So basically, they're like therapists for kids, but basically it's a safe space to go and talk to and tell a third party everything that's going on. So like how Dad's touching you. Like we said, usually it's for like nature if there's any sort of touching. It doesn't sound like you're telling me, correct? Okay. You would tell me if there was?
Yes.
Wow, you can hear how scared she is. A 15-year-old choosing the police station over going home with her own dad. What's really been happening behind that apartment door?
Make sure you're safe tonight.
Where would I stay if there were like that could use of the charges?
So if there was just charges and you didn't want an order of protection, then you'd stay with Dad for the custody stuff. If there's an order of protection, we would have to talk to the judge and say, hey, you have custody with Dad. The current order for custody says that you can't stay overnight with Mom. Maybe they allow you to stay with Grandma if Grandma's good with it. They would have to somehow work that out. But it gets sticky in situations like these. So that's...
I just don't want to go back there.
Yeah, and I understand that. And I don't want to force you, but I can't tell you not to comply with your family court stuff either. Okay?
Right. So if she were to say, yeah, like I want you to go do what you have to with him, because she did say, she's like, I do love Dad and I don't want him to get in trouble. Mm-hmm. She goes, but he kind of needs to get in trouble because what he's doing is not right. Mm-hmm. And so I think she's at that crossroads. So would it be a case of like he would have to go to jail, or it's just paperwork and he can go back home?
So if it is a family offense, which this would be a family offense against a family member, and there's a request for an order of protection, he would have to go sit in jail and wait to be arraigned by a judge, at which time a judge would issue an order of protection. If you're not looking for an order of protection, he would just be given a piece of paper to show up to court at a later date. And he'd stay home.
And she would still have to go back there.
And it depends on the order of protection too. If it's just the refrain from, and after he gets arraigned, he goes back home most likely. He's most likely going to be released. So
and you'll still have to go back.
Yeah, and you'll still have to go back there. So I mean, I'm just trying to like give you guys all the just because I don't want you to.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Where like I do go stay at Mima's, and they do that, and he just like shows up and goes down.
Where does Mima live?
She lives in 5 and 20.
Okay, out of county?
Right in Hopewell. Yeah, she's
Okay.
in Ontario County.
Okay. So, once someone is issued an order of protection in court, it goes into a system that all law enforcement can see. So, if he were to show up at Grandma's, all you have to do is call 911 and say, as long as it's a full stay away, if it's a refrain from, he can be there. But if you have a full stay away order of protection, all you have to do is call 911 and say, my dad is here, there's a full stay away order of protection, and law enforcement will come and violate him on that order of protection, as long as he's been served it in court. So there's options for you. It's just whatever's best for you. If you want to go stay at Mima's, take the night to think about it and call us in the morning. We're both working in the morning. If you want us to bring you back to our office so we can do a full-blown statement, however long it takes, we can do that. It's whatever you are more comfortable with, because this is you. I don't want to force you either way, and I don't want you to be in a situation that you're not safe and comfortable with. Or if you want to go to Mima's and then later tonight you say, hey, I want to give that statement, you can always call our office and one of our officers can get a statement from you later tonight. We're just not going to be here later tonight.
Sure. No, I understand. Do you want to maybe like try to message Dad now and say and like, because I think
It's not going to be safe.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he's saying no, then that means we have to do something different. Otherwise, you have to go back there.
I've been like having to keep thinking about this for like way too long.
Or you can go home, try to stay the night with him. If something happens, call 911 and we come out and we deal with it with a domestic incident, and then we can do statements and stuff at that point in time.
Yeah. Hey, Deputy Guerin with the Sheriff's Office. Mind if I come in and chat with you just for a bit?
Sure.
So I'll tell you all why I'm here. So we've got a report of just some domestic violence that's been going on between you and Leah, I believe her name is, right? Leah Healy.
Domestic violence?
Just over the past year, she's been having some concerns. I just wanted to chat with you about it as well, just to see.
Wait. My daughter's saying I have domestic violence against her?
She's there's some concerns that have been raised about some things that she's been in the presence of that have happened around her.
Okay.
Just like some things that she might have been witnessing that happened in front of her.
Not in front of her, but she's been in other rooms like happens with any adults.
Okay. All right. You're not like getting in her face at all, or?
Oh, I yelled at her. I mean, the kid's failing 4 classes.
Mm-hmm.
She's a teenager.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sorry, but she's got a hell of an attitude.
No, I got you.
You know, I tried to do the up down. I've done every parent thing. I've never laid a hand on her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to guide her in the right direction. I mean, you could talk with the school and see how her grades are.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's been raised voices. There's been trying to punish, but it's tough. There's not much you can do nowadays.
Sure. No.
I will say this. I've even like toyed with, do I take her cell phone away because she goes to her mom?
Front door with the bike.
Front door with a bike?
That's the bike down there I saw.
Yeah, sorry, that's in the way. That's
No, that's good.
Back up. Somebody else?
Yeah, that's my sergeant as well.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, she's probably been like, yeah, he's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I'm her dad.
No, I got you. Just
honestly, if like maybe she opened the door, I do not. Even you saying that in the last year, I cannot, because she doesn't go to my girlfriend's like
sure
ever.
Right.
I mean, my girlfriend's an hour and 20 minutes away. The last time she was probably there, 2-3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to look, but I can tell you exactly when.
Is your girlfriend ever here when Leah's here?
Last time was probably 6 months ago, maybe more.
Okay. All right.
And now I will say that she's brought it up before in the past.
She has brought it up to you, like what concerns her and whatnot?
You guys are freaking loud. I'm sorry. Welcome to human fucking nature. And when she says at my girlfriend's house, she wants to sleep in the living room, we have a setup downstairs for her away because she has 2 boys that have their own room. Girl, here, we got a spot. And a lot of times she would just want it. So I know over the years, like in the last year, no. If she's talking about prior, yeah, she used to go down there with me a lot more. I mean, the kids would say at times, seeing us, watching us, come on.
I mean, you don't throw anything at her, do you? Like, even if it's like something small, like not hard, you don't throw towels at her.
Guys, if you look, CPS was here for 6 months. Because her mom, have to know the situation. You've seen it, right? You read the report?
Her mom, this is all new to us. Her mom, I'm chatting with you right now.
Her mom has a DWI, and she's bringing her back because I gave her permission to drive back, but she only gets it. She lives with me full time.
Okay.
So, I mean, she's here. She's pissed. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a dad. Hands, never. throwing stuff, maybe my own shit the other way, and just being like, God, what the fuck? I mean, honestly, if you guys are dads, if you have teenagers,
not yet.
I mean, she's smart as fuck. She can do anything. She's a pain. Love her to death. We'll do anything for her. Never, I mean, if we go all the way back, I'm sure I spanked her once or twice, maybe. When she was little.
Sure.
You know, Arnett never laid a damn hand on her. Told her, sure, when she's really like mouthing off and she can swear at me. And so, I mean, she's not on a hand. She doesn't swing at him. It's not like a reverse thing or anything like that. But there's tension right now. Is going to be, I mean, like I said, her mom got in trouble. She was here. CPS was here for over 6 months.
I got
Okay.
So seeing you guys come up, I was like,
who was the caseworker, do you know?
fuck, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Josiah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's all settled right now. And actually, once her mom takes it back, she'll be able to spend overnights there again.
Sure.
She'll be able to drive her. And she can never, like, back to the 50-50.
Yeah.
But right now, too, it is. She's there for, like, 2 nights, comes back here every other weekend, back and forth. I mean.
Okay. All right. So I'll be real with you. We, based off the report we're getting, you know, we do our due diligence. We do all our questioning and whatnot.
Whatever you want to ask, go for it.
Well, I don't have any more questions for you. I actually just have to tell you we do have charges for you, okay? So you are going to have to come with me tonight.
Oh, shit, really?
Yes, you are going to.
So, wait, what are the charges?
Well, you started to say it.
Just endangering. And it's
I
really.
want to put on some, like, real clothes, right?
Yeah, no,
I gotta follow you
no.
everywhere now.
Yeah, we're not
I'll let
gonna.
I'm not going to give you a hard time.
And I want to make sure you understand. It's not like we're coming here and like taking anybody's side. You know what I mean? But based on what was written on the written statement, is enough to support the charge based on what she's saying has happened. Now, are we saying that it's 100% correct? No, but it is enough for us to where we see it and she's willing to go on paper of saying what's happened. It is enough for us to charge for then everything.
Dad sounds genuinely shocked, but the stories from his daughter paint a very different picture. When does strict parenting cross into something that scares your own kid?